the promises in the Abrahamic Covenant are made to three different groups: natural, national Israel, Jesus the Son, and to all believers of all nations. So natural, national Israel, the Son, Jesus, and to all believers of all nations. The Abrahamic Covenant was never designed to bless one nation only. It was designed to bless all nations, and we'll come to that. So the key word for the promises in the Abrahamic, the key word is blessing, blessing. So if you're taking notes, Genesis 12, 1-3, Genesis 12, 1-3, and Genesis 14, Genesis 15, and Genesis 22. So what I'm going to do is just basically summarize these blessings, if you like, these promises in the Abrahamic. The first one I'm going to list is the one that really impacted me when I came into a revelation of the Abrahamic, and that is righteousness by faith, the promise of righteousness by faith. Romans 4, Romans 5, Romans 8, and Hebrews 4-10, chapters 4-10. There's a promise of righteousness by faith. And so our righteousness and Abraham's righteousness is not according to works. God does not use a carrot and stick approach, but faith. And his righteousness is imputed to us apart from works. I want to read a couple of verses in Romans 4, verses 1-6. Romans 4, 1-6. I'll pick it up in 2. For if Abraham was justified by works, he has something to boast about, but not before God. Verse 3, for what does the scripture say? So now he's quoting Genesis 15, where we have the body of the ratification of this Abrahamic covenant. We'll come to that shortly. Romans 4:3, Abraham believed God and it was accounted to him for righteousness. Verse 4, now to him who works, wages are not counted as grace but debt. Verse 5, I find this verse 5 absolutely extraordinary. But to him who does not work, but believes on him who justifies the ungodly, his faith is accounted for righteousness. Just as David describes this blessedness of the man to whom God imputes righteousness apart from works. So I find that passage extraordinary, that righteousness is for those who don't work. And that seems to be the exact opposite to the way we are trained and conditioned in the West. But in God's kingdom, it's those who do not work but believe. Extraordinary. So the first promise that I'll give is righteousness by faith.